sports news here in Israel. Excitement building in just 1 week. The start of one of the world's most prestigious cycling races. The Giro D'Italia will start for the first time here in Israel. Joining us in studio, Alec Pollard, I-24 News producer, cycling fanatic, making his Daily Dose debut. Some are saying that this is the most prestigious sporting event ever that will be played here in Israel. Why is that? Why is this cycling race such a big deal?
Well, look, I mean, the Giro is one of cycling's 3 grand tours. These are the biggest events in the sport, 3-week races. And, I mean, it's not unusual for the race, the host country, to hold stages outside the country. So, for example, the Tour de France, which is the most famous of the races, often holds stages in the Pyrenees Mountains in Spain or in Belgium or in Germany, but they've never gone so far afield to actually hold stages outside Europe. That's never been done before. This is the first time.
All right, so this is the first time you mentioned in 101 years the Giro race will start outside of Europe. Why this year? Why is it coming to Jerusalem in 1 week?
Well, it's mostly the work of one man, Sylvan Adams. He is a Canadian-born billionaire. He now lives in Israel, huge cycling fan. He's part of the Giro board of directors. And the Italians were thinking for several years how they can shake up the race, do something special. And he came to them and said, why don't you bring the Giro to Israel? That's a pretty big shakeup.
Yeah, starting it right outside the old city walls. That's a pretty good visual, right?
Yes.
All right, so it's starting here in Israel. Do the Israelis have a team? Will they compete in this thing?
Yes. Israel Cycling Academy is Israel's first professional cycling team. It's, by the way, also owned by the same Sylvan Adams. And they were founded just over 4 years ago and already now getting the chance to ride in the world's second biggest race and on home soil is an incredible achievement. And also, we expected that in the final roster of 8 riders, there would be 1 Israeli rider and 7 international riders because they are more experienced and it's still developing in Israel. Recently, the news came out that not 1, but 2 Israeli riders will be participating in the final Giro roster. Guy Niv, Guy Sagiv, they will be the first Israelis to ride in a Grand Tour and make sporting history in Israel.
Right, very quickly, 20 seconds here. This is your chance. How does this work? Why should we be passionate about this next week?
Well, you know, it's just it's a huge event. It's the biggest event ever to come to Israel. All the roads will be closed. It's going to be a huge extravaganza. And the best cyclists in the world will be coming here, battling to wear the leader's pink jersey. So it's the only race, the only sport, I think, where you have professional sportsmen battling out over 3,000 kilometers to wear a shiny pink jersey at the end.
All right. And Alec Pollard breaking it down. Great job, my friend, on your Daily Dose debut. And again, the Giro starts in 1 week. A lot more coverage ahead. Thank you so much.